Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Gig, where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about a powerful indicator that can enhance your trading strategy, and it's called the unbalanced volume, or the OBV. This tool helps traders to understand the market sentiment by analyzing volume flow, which can be crucial in predicting price movement. So by the end of this video, you would have a clear understanding of how the OBV works, and more importantly, how to use it effectively in your trading. So stick around with us until the end to learn how you can leverage the OBV to improve your trading outcome and to make a more informed decision in the market. We start by understanding what the OBV is about. And the OBV, which is the unbalanced volume indicator, is a technical analysis tool. It is designed to relate price and volume in the financial market, helping traders understand market sentiment and predict potential price movement. Now, how does this OBV works? The unbalanced volume indicator calculates a cumulative total of trading volume based on whether the closing price is higher or lower than the previous day. If the closing price is higher than the day volume, and is added to the total. If it's lower, the volume is then subtracted. This process creates a running total that reflects the next buyers and selling pressure in the market. So to interpret this OBV, or the unbalanced volume indicator, you use this for trend confirmation. When the OBV moves in the same direction with price, it indicates and confirms the trend. A rising OBV with a rising price indicates strong buying pressure. So when you see price is rising and the OBV is rising, it indicates a strong buying pressure. Then when you see price is falling and the OBV is at the same time falling, this indicates a strong selling pressure. We can also interpret the OBV using divergence, meaning if the OBV diverts from price trend, this may signal a potential reversal in the market. For example, if price is rising but the OBV is falling, this could indicate a weakened buying pressure. This is basically what we are talking about. And when price is falling and we can see the OBV is showing a rise in price, this can signal a weak falling pressure. This is basically how we can use the divergence to our advantage. Now let's see how we can trade with the unbalanced volume indicator. The first step when trading using the unbalanced volume indicator is to identify the trend. First, you use the OBV to confirm if the trend is supported by the volume. A rising OBV with a rising price confirms an uptrend, and as we can see in this area, when price was rising to the upside, you can see the OBV is rising to the upside. This indicates strong buying pressure. Now conversely, when you see price dropping or falling to the downside and you see the OBV suggests a falling to the downside, this shows a strong selling pressure. You can see price is falling at this area to the downside. The OBV at that same area is falling to the downside. This indicates a strong selling pressure at that area in the market. The next step is to look for divergence. When the OBV is moving in a different direction and price is trending in the opposite direction, this is where a divergence occurs. Now let's see what we are talking about. When When you see a bullish divergence, it occurs when price is falling but the OBVG is rising. You can look at this area in the market. At this area, we can see that price was going to the downside. But if we look at the indicator, we can see that it's rising to the upside. Let's mark this out. See, price is trending to the downside. But if you look at the indicator, it's moving price to the upside. This basically means that a potential reversal is on its way. So this is what the divergence is all about. Then a bearish divergence happens when price is basically rising but the OBV is falling. This suggests weakened buying pressure and could lead to a downtrend reversal. So we have both the bullish divergence and the bearish divergence. Now the third step is combining with other indicators. You can combine with other indicators to validate our trading signal. You can combine the OBV with other technical indicators such as combining with our RSI. We can combine this with our RSI, and this helps us to confirm if the divergence is key, likely to result in a trade reversal. You can combine with your RSI. You can also combine this with your moving average. This helps us to strengthen our confirmation to see if our signal is actually going to intended direction. Now finally, the fourth step, you finally execute your trade based on the signal you have identified. For instance, when you see a bullish divergence, you would want to enter a long position when price starts to rise, supported by a rising OBV. You can see in this area, when price was trending to the downside, the moment we notice price started rising. When price started rising at this area, this would have been the best place to enter, because at this point we saw price begin, the OBV supported our buy signal at that area after our divergence. Remember, we spotted the divergence. Price was trending to the downside at this area, but the OBV was trending to the upside. This was a bearish divergence. So the moment price started trending to the upside, this would have been a good spot for us to take our buy trade to move the price to the up direction. Conversely, if you identify a bearish divergence, you could enter a short position the moment price begin to fall, accompanied by a falling OBV. This is basically how it goes. When you notice price is falling, you then take your trade when you notice it's falling. Now the fifth step is always to implement a risk management strategy to protect your trade. This includes using a stop loss. If you are to enter a trade, you would always make sure to use a stop loss when trading in that direction. For long positions, you have to place your stop loss just below a key level. If I was to enter a trade in this area, you would set your stop loss just below a key level. This is a key level. This is basically a good area to set your stop loss. If you are trying to sell from this area, you will set your stop loss just above a key level. This is how to set your stop loss when entering a long and short position. You have to always use an appropriate position sizing to manage your risk. Typically, never risk more than 1 or 2% of your trading capital on any trade. So on a trade, the maximum you should be willing to risk on a trade should be 1% or 2% of your trading capital on a particular trade. This helps us to manage our risks effectively. Remember, your stop loss should always be set above a resistance or above a swing high level for a sell position, and for a buy position it should be set below a support region or below a swing low region. By continuous monitoring and adjusting your strategy, the trade doesn't the trade can be managed properly. So you'd have to always monitor your trade and adjust your trading strategy accordingly. Consider closing your position or adjusting your stop loss level when a new OBV signal occurs. Like if you are trading to the upside and you are trading your stops, you can adjust your stop loss when you see a little pullback on the OBV indicator. You can adjust based on your OBV indicator. This means that when you are in a trade, you actively observe that your trading position. This is basically what it means. If you are in a sell trade, you can always observe your position, and you would have to notice when the OBV is trying to reverse on you. This, by observing and monitoring your trading position, it helps you to quickly exit or secure profits when price decides to move against you in your trading, in your open trade. Alright traders, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will never miss out on more trading tips and strategies. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.